Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida and Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Straight ahead, we've got a good one on tap here between the Dallas Cowboys and the Miami Dolphins. Here's the former Cornhusker Brett Maher to get this one started. And we are underway from Miami. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Ready.
Throwing to start here is Tua. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They'll put a check mark in the box where the defense coordinator was saying, how well can we stay with these receivers if we're in man coverage? Because he just did it on that one, forced the incompletion. That allowed him to get bolder with his pass rush, won't it?
Absolutely frees up your guys elsewhere. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. They'll run for the first time with Raheem Mostert. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35.
What to do, baby? Run the ball. Run the ball.
You don't expect it on 3rd and 5, 3rd and 6, do you? You expect a pass play. Had a little courage there to call the run, and boy, they were successful.
Setting to throw on 1st down is Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. Short completion, just 4 yards, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
From the 39-yard line, here comes 2nd down at 6. A run with Mostert up the middle. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And he will be very close to a 1st down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down. They'll go for it with Edmonds. And this will depend on the mark. I'm not sure he pushed the line forward. And indeed he did not. They stop him. First down carry by Elliott. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. Jerome Baker crashing downhill and getting the stop. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Prescott. Got an open man. It's Michael Gallup. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Prescott from the gun. And this one quickly to Lamb. Now this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 20. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Tremendous read and reaction by the defensive tackle. And frankly, it's not that often the DTs have that motion fade.
And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Give him a couple on the run as it brings up a 4th down.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think doubling him has to be a priority because you can't move up to the next level if you don't take care of him first.
Prescott to throw on 4th. Open man layup. It's complete. And he is going to have the Cowboys first down as they manage to convert. And that'll keep the drive alive. Started the second quarter, and it's the Cowboys in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Up the middle, here's Elliott. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. They go to Elliott again. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. Not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. That gets correctly, then they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Marked that down for a win in the defense's column.
Yeah, the Cowboys are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. 1st and goal from just inside the 5. Elliott will get about halfway there as he takes this from the 4 down to the 2. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal. Looking at this now, you got a couple more cracks here this close. Sneak it.
I don't think you even go into a huddle. Just line up, snap it, and fall in behind those guys into the end zone.
Again, it's Elliott. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Prescott on 3rd and goal.
What?
For a Cowboy touchdown.
Oh, Madden, you're fucking me, Madden.
And the Cowboys post the first points of the ball game as they take the lead here in this second quarter. Brett Maher on for the extra point. No, he missed the PAT. No good on the extra point, so a letdown there, and this will stay a 6-point ball game. Back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24.
Ready.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. Charles, we'll see how this offense responds. Remember the last time they were out, they went for it on 4th down, did not get it, and that led to a touchdown on the other side. So they need a response here.
They certainly do, and I just have a question for you. You think that was a gut feel, or was that analytics that came into play there deciding to go for it on 4th down?
That felt like gut to me. What about you?
Yeah, absolutely, because the way it backfired, where they are in the game, all those things, that didn't feel like an analytics call. That certainly felt like, hey, I feel like we can get this right now. And unfortunately, it didn't work out for them.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Come on, set. Hurry.
To try again after the sack. Tua. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
We're backed up here. Tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. He'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And he'll be tackled right on the chalk at the 45. So after 2 first downs, they get another here. 1st and 10 at the 45. Tua's throw here taken in by Gesicki. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play, and that'll make it 2nd down. Here's Tua.
Now he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
Following the interception, here's Prescott.
And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 29. From the shotgun, a give to Elliott. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5. And great starting position to begin the drive, and now they look up at a 3rd and 5.
And this pass broken up. And the contact well-timed there, and now 4th down.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing 4th down.
The kick by Maher is good, and that will make this a 9-point lead.
So the interception set him up with terrific field position, but 3 points, the end result.
Yeah, we can make this one pretty simple, partner. You always want to end drives with points, but that's one that you're going to look back on and probably say, we should have done better there.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Micah Parsons.
And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now Prescott.
That is caught by Lamb.
And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the first half.
They're looking for Lamb, but it's intercepted.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away? It could cost them a ball game.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon God, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Cowboys will get the football first here, and they have the lead as well as we are underway in quarter 3.
From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We have not seen much on offense here from either side these last few drives. We've hit a wall, so to speak.
And have hit it hard, haven't we? Because the defenses right now, they seem to be a step ahead, don't they? beating them to the point of attack, beating them to the punch. These offensive guys are tinkering like crazy. What's it going to take to get back on track?
Yeah, both sides searching for adjustments. They keep on the ground with Elliott. And not much there at all. Maybe a yard up to the 43.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. On play action, Prescott. Incomplete.
How is that not a fucking flag?
Right there, understood down in distance. Knew it wasn't 3rd down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the 1st down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
On 3rd down, it's Prescott. That'll be taken in there by James Washington. And he's got another 1st down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 34-yard line. Tenth carry now for Elliott. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
They know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. Play number 7 now coming up on the drive. 35. Prescott to throw it. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he will have a Cowboys 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Inside give to Elliott. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Christian Wilkins there defensively for the stop.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15, a gain of 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Marr able to put this one through, and the lead stretches to 9. It's now 12-3. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you've pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we've kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the 3rd quarter. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going. Make no mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
Tua sets up to pass it. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Tua. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to convert, albeit not by much, on 3rd and a yard. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Tua to throw again. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. From just shy of midfield, Tua. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work this to the 45. But correct me if I'm wrong, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
On first down, Tagovailoa. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Wilson. And he's got this down to the 35. Clock running, under 4 to play now as they come up on first and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Over the middle and complete to Waddle. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. Finally, a first red zone opportunity for these guys. First and 10 right at the 20. Tua setting up shop to throw again. Another catch there for Waddle. And the Dolphins are going to be set up with a first and goal coming up as they get him down at the 6-yard line. They'll run on first down, Edmonds. And he gets halfway there from the 6 to the 3 on a gain of 3.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Second down and goal. Tua. Touchdown, Dolphins. Tua fighting his old Alabama teammate, Jalen Waddle. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Extra point and good by Sanders. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And with that last touchdown, I mean, we're set up for a good finish here. Some things to consider, Charles. Obviously, it's a very close game. You're in the 4th quarter. Defensively, they've got all 3 timeouts in their back pocket.
So the chess match really ramps up, doesn't it? Because in these situations, what do? Do you run the ball and kill the clock here? Or do you try and bury them with another score? And how about defensively? Do you use your timeouts at earliest opportunity? Or wait till you hit the 2-minute warning? So there's a lot going into this one. Let's see how each side goes about their strategy.
And, Charles, this infraction is going to be against the offense. False start.
Sometimes you have to get up to the line of scrimmage, make sure your team is set before you begin your cadence.
And that false start penalty certainly not helping their cause here. Second down and long. Play fake. Here's Prescott. Over the middle, complete. It's Schultz. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Well, Prescott to Schultz there for the Cowboy first. 2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up first and 10. They'll try and run some clock now with Elliott. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Prescott. He finds his target. It's Schultz. And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And now 1 yard to go on third down.
So they just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down.
Another carry tonight for the workhorse Elliott. And he will not only not get the yard he needed, he goes the wrong direction. The Dolphins going to take their second timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here's Brian Anger now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, you've almost got to get down into those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting into shreds.
Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete.
Yeah, he'll be taken down after a gain of 8, and defensively they'll say you can have that.
And he's got his tight end. It's Mike Gesicki. And he's going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at the Cowboys' 41-yard line. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. And now with 4 seconds left, we get a timeout call. So it all rests now on the right foot of Jason Sanders. Now the Cowboys going to burn the first of their timeouts. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. And now this game's going to come down to the right leg of their kicker. This from long, very long range. Does he have
That's why I'm the fucking man.
My goodness, he hits it from the parking lot as time expires. And it'll be a good time in South Beach tonight. The Dolphins have won the game.
Well, Charles, we were treated to an excellent game today, capped off by that second half comeback. This was a joy to watch.
Entertaining for us, not so much to the team who had at halftime. And now is leaving here, knowing that they let a win slip through their fingers. Tough one for them to carry home.
Yeah, alright, my flow sinister. Small-minded, all your ideas miniature. They tend to hate on you when they can't get rid of you. I ain't going nowhere, 20-year career minimum. Call hit boy for beats, ask for 10 of them. I don't follow trends, I swing the pendulum. If the bag good, I'm gonna give her some. Let's reflect times, I try to collect minds from complex minds. Go and shut the up, just let me talk. I'm a time bomb, it's waiting to go off. Amazing what fame could do to you, too peculiar. Although I'm truly a renaissance starter. My mind divine, it take me a lot farther. Growing up, I really had beef with my father. But why bother explaining my feelings? But either way, they gon' paint you the villain. 8 months with no phone, dog.
Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to South Florida at Hard Rock Stadium here in Miami. Coming up, we've got a good matchup on tap between the New York Giants and the Miami Dolphins. The kicker, Graham Gano, set to put his foot into this one. And we are underway from Hard Rock Stadium. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. Oh, good-looking return set up here.
We spent our time talking to the coaches prior to the game. They emphasized that they wanted a quick start to begin things. Most of the time we think about that on the offensive side of the ball. But in this case, it's the special teams that provide that quick start.
They're coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive. They'll run here with Raheem Mostert. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by the USC man, Adoree Jackson.
Brand, I wonder if someone's down there checking on the head coach right now because he might be in a little bit of shock after what just transpired. Instead of a lengthy opening drive to deal with,
all day yesterday I throw fucking picks. Now I'm gonna throw picks.
Momentum on their side now. How will they attack on offense?
A first down carry for Barkley. And he will take it on in for a giant touchdown. Saquon Barkley, an 18-yard touchdown run. And the Giants take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point try good by Gano. And it's now a 7-0 game. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception on that opening drive winds up leading to the touchdown, so now it's kind of time to start over.
Yes.
The ball popped in the air.
He's throwing the ball.
Picked off by Aaron Robinson. And his guys will take over at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Jones with a handoff to Barkley. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down. From the 27, Jones buying time to his left. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Nothing open downfield. He keeps it himself for 11 and a first down. Now a toss right to Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Now Jones. Looking for Tony on the out route, and he's got him. Touchdown! Kadarius Toney, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Giants are off to a 13-0 first quarter lead. Gano the extra point, and it's now 14-0. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. Waddle will return this from the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out, they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back, but make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
The first down run got 5. Here's 2nd and 5. Again, they'll run it with Mostert. And not a whole lot there. Maybe a yard in 27. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. Got a man complete to Cedric Wilson. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
But give the defensive guys a little bit of credit. They didn't let the deep ball beat them on that play, did they?
No, the drag, that can be your safety valve. We saw it right there.
Yeah, and it picked up a first down for them, too.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Up the middle they go with Mostert. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. On the handoff, this is Mostert. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a 3rd and about 4 more for first.
Well, if you're a football guy, that's a pretty run, because everyone is in sync right there. Obviously, the guy carrying the ball, but how about the people up front? Leverage, athleticism, they created some nice space for him.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. They'll get this underneath to Edmonds. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try to find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From midfield, here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. Throwing again on 2nd down. Tua. Tyreek Hill's got another one. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. And he's going to be taken down back around the 35-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
I know we don't have a special scoreboard to show it, but the offense, they've surrendered more sacks than they have points thus far. This defense, they're winning in all phases of the game right now.
Another try after the first down sack. Tua, throw complete. That's Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. This will be a gain of about 8 to the 27-yard line.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing there, but this pass is going to wind up incomplete.
This is certainly a team that has proven it likes to target its backs through the air, and defensively, they were aware of that and certainly were prepared on that throw.
Already down 2 scores. They're going to go for this rather than settle for 3.
They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Forced out to his left. Oh, and Tua going to be intercepted for the third time. Picked off by Xavier McKinney. And the Giants are going to get the ball back on the turnover as they hold on fourth down. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive.
It has been about as perfect of a start to this game as these guys could have asked for, Charles. They've scored on their first two drives. They still haven't given anything up on the other side of the ball, so they can already make this a three-score game here if they can come away with points on this drive.
Yeah, they're almost pushing them to the brink, aren't they, partner? Almost to the point now. It's a loss of words for me, which I know would excite all of our viewers, but you're just now supposed to see that type of dominance so quickly in a game like this. Everything they've done has been working so far. Offense, defense, you name it, it's going well for them.
Got a man open. It's Ricky Seals-Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That gain on third down, good for 28. Throwing Jones. That's complete to Tony. And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. Second down at 6 now from the 42. Up the middle with Barkley. And he'll take this one down to about the 40. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a third and about 4 for a first. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down.
Jones fakes the give to Barkley.
Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And they are into field goal range now as he's got the first down at the 26.
Now Jones on first down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
They go back to the ground now with Barkley. And he's going to take this down to about the 17. 9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Off-play action. Jones. And this is going to be
pass interference.
Out of bounds. So it's incomplete. So instead of forcing the field goal, it'll be 1st and goal.
Yeah, the force was trying to make something happen that just didn't need to, right? I mean, plays happen, let it go. It's over. Instead, it creates a penalty.
Operating from the gun, Jones. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
You've always been very good about checking my math. Am I correct? That's the first time that it's been incomplete when they've thrown it to him?
Yes, he caught every other ball coming his way.
So they feel like they've got something really good going there, and they're going to continue to go there until the defense makes an adjustment and takes it away.
Well, they finally, and he's going to be dropped back at the 15-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Jones now. A final shot before break. And it's caught. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout. Give them 13 yards on the connection, but not enough. 4th down. A final shot before break. Jones. And he's going to go
pass up the field goal attempt to go for 6, but as a result, they leave points on the field, and that's going to do it for this first half. So 2 quarters down, 2 remain. Charles and I return after the break.
Both teams likely making their final adjustments before the second half. So, time for us to go back downstate to Miami and rejoin Brandon and Charles.
Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. Second half ready to get rolling. The Giants with a lead, and they are set to receive this kick. And this is going to be returned from the middle of the end zone. And the decision to come out of the end zone is going to cost him 5 yards as he's taken down right at the 20. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And they've got the lead. CD, what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line could play a little bit better. I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add a running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers, because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
On second down, here's Barkley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Forcing completion on first down, and you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
A good return there, 17 yards, and it'll be Dolphin football. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. The tackle there by the safety, Xavier McKinney.
And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They'll stay on the ground with Mostert. And some room to work. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know who we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard and you don't get the score. A perfect combination of redundancy, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. Still enjoying the lead here in the 3rd quarter despite their defense giving up that last touchdown. Now they'll see if they can get the equalizer here on this drive. And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30. 45 yards rushing for him now to this point.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Operating from the gun, Jones. Got a man, it's Ricky Seals-Jones. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. First down for the Giants as they pick up 12. On the jet sweep, here comes Tony. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down. Off the play fake. Jones rolling to his right. Finding Sterling Shepard for his first catch. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there.
Sometimes it's designed, and sometimes you just have to know when to leave the pocket and move and make something happen. And on that play, he was able to get on the run and was still accurate throwing the football.
And some room to run now. And he's going to be out down inside the 20 at the 15. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. He takes us down to about the 12 for a gain of 3.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Well, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out, had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
And he is going to lose yardage here. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's third down. 3 quarters in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This is 3rd and 10. Back to throw. Jones. Over the middle. That's hauled in by Tony. And boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. Jones keeping it on the sneak. And he has the first down before he's tackled at the 5. They'll try and run forward with Barkley. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. So the ball position now at the 3. Here's second and goal. Barkley again. Pushing for the end zone, but he's not going to get there. They stop him just shy of the goal line. Jones will sneak it. Only a few inches needed on the sneak. He didn't get it, and now it's 4th down. This is a long drive offensively. Wouldn't you hate to end this with just 3 points?
Doesn't it feel like during a ball game you have certain narratives going on, and there's certain drives that seem to take on just a bit more importance than others?
And he'll get in. He's over for the touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Giants have opened up a 2-touchdown lead here in this 4th quarter. Gano now to add the extra point. It's good, and it is now 21-7. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive.
So remember, Charles, last time they were out here, they scored, but they just saw the opposition score, and they're trailing right now, so they're trying to keep pace here. They need a touchdown drive.
Well, if you're a fan of offense, you're loving this. But if you're a fan of defense, this is tough to watch. And it's also tough to keep that up when you just watch your opponent march down the field on a scoring drive that lasts into double-digit snaps. You need a score here not just to follow the momentum from your last drive, but put the onus back on your opponent. And that's what they're doing right now, swapping that onus back and forth.
2 and now on first down.
Where is he throwing the ball, man?
Picked off by Blake Martinez. And the return comes to a halt right at the 44-yard line. And that pretty much has been the storyline, Charles. This defense, they seem to be one step ahead from the start of the game until now.
And you identified it perfectly, and we can see the frustration that's settling in now. It's probably been there for a long time, but now it's evident because you can see it in their faces, you can see it in their body.
And intercepted, maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And the Dolphins are right back in this football game. Now with that interception, you feel like we got a ball game again. Remember, 2-score contest and still time left here in the fourth.
And in the old days, not too long gone either. Throwing the ball here would have been an absolute no-no, but the way the game's played now, throwing it makes sense. You just have to be careful when you put it in the air.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know what he thinks going on out there, CD.
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
Looking to pass. Tua. And that will be incomplete.
That means it's just one last chance left, and this has to be a first down or a touchdown, or this game's over.
Let's go.
Fourth down, fourth quarter. Here's Tua. This one complete to Jalen Waddle. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. Jalen Waddle, 54 yards. And the Dolphins have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth. They get one more as the extra points up and good. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll get it up just past the 20 as his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Giants offense at the line, ready to begin their next drive. And this game not quite over yet. And we'll likely see them take all 3 timeouts defensively, so they can't just kneel this one out. They're going to have to try to run a few plays.
You're exactly right. They've got to get a first down and make them use up all their timeouts in order to feel like they have this one in hand.
So they come up on second down, and they can get another run like we just saw. Would likely put an end to this thing. They'll run it again with Barkley. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 1:06 left to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
Come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here. They'll try to run for it with Barkley. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. Now it looks like he'll throw here. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave him with just one remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Out of the shotgun, they run with Barkley. And some room to maneuver. There he goes left side. The 20. And he's across for the touchdown. And in the final minute, that should just about seal it. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Gano for the extra point. Oh, they flip it to the kicker. He looks like he's going to throw it. It's caught at the 5. And he gets in. Well, no one was expecting a fake there, but they add 2 more onto their lead. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive, because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Tua. And this is
I don't get where this guy throws the ball sometimes, man.
Picked off by Blake Martinez.
And the Giants come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And for the visitors, it is going to be a happy flight home. It is always such a treat, Charles, in the NFL when you can go on the road and get a victory, and that's exactly what they accomplished here today.
The trip home so much sweeter, isn't it? All the noise they heard before, how tough it is to win on the road, how tough it is to play in this stadium, how hyped up that crowd's going to be. They just used it as fuel, came in full confidence, believed in themselves, and got it done.
Best playbook for single back formation.
We spent your whole life trying to blow up, but Elohim never had time for donuts. The beat gon' have no time for cold cuts. The game like big bitch came to join up. Yeah, I'm still independent. Ain't sold a million records yet. Used to be on my checklist. Big diamonds don't need a necklace. Look, we built the sound like it's double speed Tetris. I cannot build without God in it. We built the sound, you can't copy this. I never brag, it's just confidence. I never rap for your compliments. I wrote this Always known for the indie grind. If you ain't signed on the dotted line, can't buy my soul with no dollar signs. The industry so full of troglodytes. I don't follow trends. Run it up. Say that with my chest. Run it up. No, I will not bend. Run it up. Gang time in it. Gang time. I don't follow trends. Say that with my chest. I will not bend. Gang time. Run it up. 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 Run it up.
It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we are inside of the very spacious Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Tonight, we've got an AFC matchup on tap between the Miami Dolphins and the Indianapolis Colts. The Colts kicking team is out there now, and they will send this one away. Fields it right around the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
Ready. Check right.
On the ground, it's Mostert to start the drive. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly. That was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
And he's got a good gain of 7 up to the 37.
That's the kind of run that gets everyone excited on offense. And, you know, oftentimes the guys who carry the ball are the ones in the huddle doing the chirping. Right now, I think it's the offensive line telling them, run it again. We are right there about to break a big one.
So just play number 3 here on the opening drive, and it's an early 3rd and 1. Trying to pick it up on the ground with Edmonds. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Didn't get it by much, but bottom line got the first down. Avoiding that 3 and out. How vital is that on the first drive?
To me, it's like the first round of a boxing match. You know, it may not mean much right then and there, but you'd rather not lose it, right? So you want to go ahead and get it, kind of establish something early, and hope it can carry through.
Tua completing this to Waddle. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's second down. Edmonds running out of the shotgun. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. That one good for 13 and a Dolphin first down. Good sign here early. Everybody on offense there up front in the backfield in sync on that play.
So much talk about what do you do to neutralize home field advantage? Well, teams that run the football effectively, they often have a way of neutralizing it in a big way when they have those types of runs.
Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
And let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, tried to work his way back to his left, but just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Looking to throw again on second down. Tua. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down. That winds up pushing him back 11 yards on the sack. And that'll bring up 3rd. Now a timeout called for by the offense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. They do get 7 out of that, but not enough to prevent a 4th down.
Ready.
Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Dolphins can't convert on 4th down. And this defense holds on the Knights' opening drive. They'll run with Taylor to begin the drive. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature at the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And taking it across midfield.
What a fucking move this should be.
A 14-yard gain for Indianapolis and also move the sticks. Play action, Ryan. And he is going to go down. They sack him on the final play of the first quarter. No score after 1 on EA Sports. So after the sack, a scenario you certainly don't work on too often. 2nd and 24. Here's Ryan to throw. He's going to sling this deep downfield. He's got a man complete.
Look at Madden. Look at Madden. So great.
56 yards. And the Colts post the first points of the ball game.
Oh, God.
Here in this second quarter. Extra point by Blankenship is up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th. Didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. Gesicki hauling in the quick throw. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Tua finding Gesicki there for a Dolphin first.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. There to stop him was Darius Leonard.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
2nd down, here's Mostert again. And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that's going to break big and go the distance. But when you you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
All right, rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore, and they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
Well, at the end of all that hitting and hollering, it was a 4-yard run, so the offense is going to go back there and feel pretty good about themselves. Defensively, you have to feel okay because you didn't let it turn into a bigger run, but the goal, shut it down for 2 yards or less. That's when you start to feel good about yourselves.
2nd down, another run with Taylor. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up 3rd down. Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Here's Ryan. They'll try and set up the screen to Hines. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
That's just what you call a chain mover right there. Nothing fancy. Get the ball out to the back, and you're asking him to make a little bit extra out of maybe what is nothing. And he does exactly that. Picks up the 1st down. I can't wait till we get to the point, partner, where we're not saying chain mover, but we're saying laser pointer picks it up for the 1st down.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7.
There's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Well, at that rate, picking up 3 yards a carry, you and I both know that doesn't cut it in this league and trying to get 1st downs unless you're playing 4-down football. Then that's a whole different situation, but I don't think that's what they're trying to do here.
Oh, man, that's going to be picked off.
Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete. So Ryan heads to the sideline, and out now is Rodrigo Blankenship for the Indianapolis field goal try. Blankenship's kick is good, and that will extend their lead even further. So, Charles, they get to them with their 1st turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the 2nd quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively, and he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this 1st half. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Ryan. That ball caught by Campbell. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. So they get the turnover in close territory. The drive stalls out, but still able to get 3 out of that.
Yeah, we were able to see an offense and a defense kind of mix and match with each other, didn't we? Both of them trying to make sure that they had the upper hand and the advantage. Offense trying to get to the end zone. Defense, of course, trying to hold them to a field goal attempt. And it wasn't a guaranteed lock 3 from where they started. So, you know, the offense has to be happy to come away with those 3 points.
And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon God, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. Second half ready to get underway. The Colts with a lead, and they will receive the football. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. A carry by Taylor to start the drive. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it.
That was a pretty good job defensively to hold him to a 2-yard run, but I've got to think this offensive line, they're asking their quarterback for a different type of a run, one that they rely on, one they have confidence in, one they feel like they can block.
Oh, he's got some breathing room. And they will finally haul him down at the Dolphins' 35-yard line. A big pickup of 38.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And a short gain down to about the 33. Here's 2nd and 9, just a yard on that last run. Now they'll throw it with Ryan. That's into the hands of and I think the ball's out, but this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. You can almost see inside his face mask there the look of relief. He coughed it up, but it goes out of bounds. They keep it.
Someone carrying around a lucky horseshoe, aren't they? If I were him, I'd go out and play the lottery after that one. A very fortunate man.
And they're operating in plus territory here. They're thinking points. Definitely don't want to lose the football at this juncture. Emmanuel Ogbah there on the stop. This defense could use a few more plays like that right now.
It certainly could, but think about it from an offense's perspective right now. They've got a lead, but they don't want to throttle down too much and stall themselves. Still want to move at a nice pace.
77 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. 7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for the first with Taylor. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Not at all what they envisioned on 3rd down. 3 yards in the wrong direction. Blankenship's kick is good. And that will extend their lead even further. Well, they picked up right where they left off in the first half. First drive after the break, they come away with 3 and increase that lead.
Yeah, and you just want to keep building on that lead, don't you? Whether it's 6 points or 3 points, take everything you can get, keep maneuvering, keep adding to it, keep making it difficult for them to come back.
And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. To throw again on 2nd down. Tua over the middle and complete to Waddle. That'll leave them with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there. Now whistles and a flag, and I believe a Dolphin got going a little early. And a manageable third down becomes a lot less manageable. 3rd and 7 after the false start. Tua sets up to pass it. That's caught by his running back, Raheem Mostert. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. And again, it's Tagovailoa. That's complete to his tight end, Mike Gesicki. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. 16 yards on the play as they try to chip away at this 16-point deficit.
Well, that's always a good place to throw it just because he's one of the biggest targets not only on this team but in the National Football League.
And you and I both know the quarterbacks love these large-bodied tight ends, and why not? Nowadays, they're really wide receivers who are just taller and have a little bit more weight. These guys catch the football, make big plays downfield. In the old days, we wanted them to block. Now coaches want them to catch the football first.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from about the 32. Now Tua. That's caught. Waddle on the left side. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 21. Again, they will throw it with Tagovailoa. That's out to the flat for Edmonds. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. It'll go as a gain of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it can turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimum.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Chase Edmonds from 17 yards out. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. So this back now to a 10-point spread, and you have to imagine they'll line up and go for 2.
Oh, no question about it. If they can get this to an 8-point game, they can make things awfully interesting here in these last few minutes.
Let's go.
The 2 are going to try and throw for it.
It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Kenny Moore.
Well, as most teams do in their 2-point attempt, they pass the ball. Instead, it gets intercepted. And remember, if you pick it off, you got a chance to take it all the way back and get 2 points yourself, right?
Yeah, not the case here. That's why you got to be really careful with those throws, especially to the outside. And this is going to be taken in by the Colts. Well, 4th quarter, they felt like they needed the football back. Unfortunately, they couldn't get it.
And I know we've brought analytics into the game, and someone has said here that the data says that when a team's expecting an onside kick, 80% of the time, the team expecting it, they do actually recover the ball, which is what we saw here. I just wonder if that number is much more of a anecdotal type of a number. Kind of like when the coaches tell us, well, when you score on special teams, 93% of the time you win the game. I'm still waiting to see that number is empirical.
And down inside the 40 to about the 38.
81 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's going on.
And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Well, I don't think there's any question, Brandon, at this stage, the stop troops, the defensive guys, they got to use their 3 timeouts here. They've got to stop them and get the ball back.
Yeah, if you're in that 2 to 3 score deficit window that they're in now, you got to get it ASAP.
Yeah, no doubt about it. stop them, use your timeouts. Easier to move the ball on offense without timeouts than to stop them on defense without using them.
The delay of game backs them up 5, 1st and 15. They run once more with Taylor. And little room to maneuver there. He gets it down to about the 39. It's Melvin Ingram on the tackle. I'm sure that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
And he'll get 4 here down to the 35-yard line. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. The offense on 3rd down tonight, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. And he'll find Pittman.
What?
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Madden just doesn't want me to fucking win tonight, man.
Conversion on 3rd down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. They give to Taylor out of the gun. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown. And
imagine if you come from the south out my city, you probably wouldn't make it. Oh yeah, really. I go extra to be great. I go extra for the fam. I go extra for the cake. I got extras on the plate. I go extra every day. I got extras on the way. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. How much? Extra, extra. Ain't no mileage of $4 configure the road I travel. Don't gravel that probably baffle it. Label scribble on paper, they wanna shackle it. I own my masters and royalties, you can't raffle. Wrist grip like a mango, fingertips like a mango. Stocking those that no bangles. Without a tangle, tailor made. Walk with a limp, them bands is heavy, I need a brace. I am money, I guess the world is just a safe combination needed, not a coca kid. I'm the extra lighter on the dresser. I know you need it, smoking out the competition, pouring over, we undefeated. What you heard, let's hear we eating, talking about extra with a splash, extra acting bad, pull it like parades on.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Today, we're set for a good AFC matchup between the Miami Dolphins and the Las Vegas Raiders. And off we go from Las Vegas. Here comes Darius Phillips out of the end zone. And he's able to get this across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down officially at the 21. Carr going to throw right away. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And they're set up in a golden position here right around the 10-yard line.
first and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road.
Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. And running room hard to come by here. He gets it down to the 8. Give him 2 yards on that one. Second and goal now.
They'll run with Edmonds again. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Well, they'd really like to make the short field pay off. We'll see if they can, but this is third and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown. Cedric Wilson, a 5-yard touchdown. And the Dolphins are on the board first here in Vegas.
Jason Sanders now for the extra point. And that makes it 7-0 Dolphins.
Makes the score Dolphins 7, Raiders nothing.
In it to win it. Go, baby, let's go.
Jason Sanders to kick off one.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Well, partner, not exactly the way they drew up the start of this one, but a chance to redeem themselves and hit the reset button here on their second possession.
And I do like that work.
Oh, ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there. Got a nice interception and set up their offense.
Touchdown, Dolphins! Mike Gesicki on the pass from Tua Tagovailoa. And the Dolphins are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Not even 2 minutes into this football game, already we've had 2 scores.
You know how much I like to read about teams of old, right? The teams of yesteryear. There were some teams that were known as the point-a-minute teams. Well, obviously in a 60-minute game, that's 60-plus points. But 2 touchdowns in the first 2 minutes? My calculator doesn't operate that well.
And now on the other side, they better wake up. They haven't even gotten off the bus yet.
Jason Sanders to kick off for Miami.
Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders.
Phillips now from the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
And it's been a miserable start for them offensively. Obviously, 2 drives, 2 interceptions.
And this is where you have to know your quarterback and know how you actually have to reach him. Do you do it with a little bit of humor? Maybe you break the ice a little bit like, hey, didn't we practice in that color jersey all week? Not the one that you're throwing it to? Or maybe you have to be stern with him. But whatever it's going to take to get the message, it has to be done. He's putting the game in jeopardy.
Pulling a gain of 3 on the play, and it'll be second down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Big Raekwon Davis, the man fighting in for that sack.
Well, partners, the first quarter, too early to start talking about needing a comeback. They're down 2 touchdowns already, and that sack, that disrupts this drive. They need something to go right on offense, and they need it to happen soon.
Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. To throw is Carr. Looking deep for Adams. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. Past the 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Taken at the goal line. And he returns this to the 22.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4. 2nd down. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Once again, it's Mostert. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
And able to find Gesicki as tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
As expected, he's gone to him several times in this game, but that's the first time one has slipped from his grasp. I'll bet he goes back to him, though. He's an excellent player.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Tua. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. First catch there for Hill, and he's got a 1st down. Tua going to throw. That's caught by the Notre Dame man. It's Durham Smythe. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. On 2nd down, Mostert. And this won't be enough to pick up the 1st. A gain of 2, 3rd and 1. Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's 3rd down. Through 1 quarter, 14-7, our score. This will be play number 8 here on the drive. It's 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Mostert. And he will have a 1st down here at about the 40.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up 1st downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. The Dolphin passing game rolling here. They've got another 1st down.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Steps away to his left. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Meanwhile, Tua's throw here going to be caught by Wilson. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. He'll swing that out to Edmonds. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line. Tua to throw again. Throw complete. That's Chase Edmonds out of the backfield. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. This offense has converted 2 third downs on this drive already. This is 3rd and 4. Going to the air, Tagovailoa. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Well, turnovers, obviously, Charles, always costly. But, man, when you throw those interceptions in the end zone like that, it really stings.
He tried to fit that one into his tight end, and I often use the expression NFL open, which means a tighter window. Down near the goal line, you really want him to be open. In this case, it cost him.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. Another 6-yard carry, same as last play. First down. We've hit the 2-minute mark in the second quarter. 14-7. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. It got his man complete. And he will score. Touchdown, Las Vegas. Davante Adams with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Raiders are an extra point away from evening this one up. What a first half he is compiling here. He's already over 100 yards receiving and now 2 touchdowns, CD.
Brandon, you know I don't like to play the game where you start projecting when you're at a certain point. Well, let's face it, he's off to a tremendous start. So 200 yards, 4 touchdowns. I don't think anything's out of the question right now. He's blowing up coverages. You've got to double him every snap. Otherwise, he's going to defeat you on almost every play.
Waddle will return this from the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, remember they threw the interception last time out, but they were moving the football down the field. Looked like they were going to have a sustained drive that ended in points, but then the pick ensued.
And because of that, there's no way you can call the last drive a success. Yes, there are things to build on because they found some play calls that work. Now, they've got to build another drive and find a way to avoid the turnover the plague did on the last one.
And he's taken down, but not before he gets this across the 25-yard line. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. Being chased out left. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
I'm not quite sure what he thought he saw there, but the reality was certainly a much different picture than what he anticipated. And give credit to the defense. They were down on a flash when he broke out of there, and they forced him out with almost nothing to show for his efforts.
A run with Mostert up the middle. And he'll slip his way up across the 30 to the 32. Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. They'll get this into the hands of Mostert. And he'll go out of bounds, it looks like, right at the 40. It's a gain of 8, and it'll wind up moving the chains. A couple of first downs have him to the 40 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And he slings one that's incomplete.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. But a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Tua. That's complete to Edmonds, his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Tua's throws taken in by Waddle. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys that we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Tua sets up to pass it. That's going to be caught by Waddle. And he'll be brought down at the 27. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half on as the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. And now a timeout defensively after that first down play. So they're going to make this offense sweat out half number 1. Sanders' kick is good, and that will do it for this first half. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Both teams making their final adjustments before we get started once again. And for the call in the second half, let's send you back out to Allegiant Stadium and Madden God.
Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3 alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon God. The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. Waddle will return this from the end zone, and ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting the running game going a little bit more, because I thought in the first half they didn't get it moving the way that they would like. They had success throwing it, but I think these first couple of drives, they want to get those running backs going and give them more opportunities, and I will guarantee you that those guys were lobbying for them in the locker room at halftime.
Denzel Perryman there to bring him down.
Sometimes with the running game, you just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. He'll drop to throw. Over the middle, he's got Gesicki, the big 6'5" tight end. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down.
I like how they work the tight end on a nice little under route there. And if you're going to give him that much space, he's not even going to catch the football. He's going to run away from you a little bit, and that's exactly what he just did there, picking up extra yardage.
On 1st and 10, it's Mostert. And a pretty good run there as he gets 7 down to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
It'll be a loss of a yard, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 4 coming up.
It's really easy to say this running game needs to be better, but the reality is they've been given little time to actually find a place to run the football. It's almost like the defense is there on the handoff.
He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync.
Here, Wes, good my guy.
Still, with
Let's
go, my guy. You following? Following the boy?
Tagovailoa going for it on 4th down.
That's a first.
His running back, it's complete. And he will have a Dolphins first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Now Tua. Open man is Waddle complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Only needing 2 yards on 2nd down. Now a run straight ahead with Edmonds. They'll lose a yard on the play, so now they need 3 yards on 3rd down.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable, and you know me pretty well on 2nd down and short. What I like to say.
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt, I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. And they'll let their fullback try and push the pile. Well, they hit him in the backfield, and he will not escape. And that is not going to get it done. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. As they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this 3rd quarter. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. They're going for it. Here's Tua with it. Caught by Wilson. And he'll be marked down right at the 15-yard line.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs. If they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback. It's a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football. Fine by me.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Mostert is not going to get back to the line of scrimmage as they'll tackle him at the 3. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on 1st down.
This is where coaches have to spend a lot of time going over situations with their players, because him getting tackled there is not the worst thing in the world. You're going to run more plays, right? Clock's going to go. But his thought process is getting into the end zone. It's counterintuitive for him to actually go down in this spot.
Yeah, but like you say, you don't want to get in the end zone too early here.
No, not at all, because you may leave an opening that can come back and get you.
And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage. Officially, it will go as a 1-yard loss, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on 2nd down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
And now can they reverse the trend on 3rd and goal with the last 2 plays having gone backwards? Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Trayvon Merrick. Opening, and there he goes. And what a return as he brings this one all the way back to the 25-yard line. We picked it in the end zone. They're glad he brought it out all the way across midfield into enemy territory.
And don't think for a second that some teammates didn't tell him to stay in the end zone, right? What he did there, to me, was the equivalent of baseball running through the third base coach's signal to stop at 3rd.
It's only good if you're safe.
And he ended up, to me, this counts as safe. That's a great return.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. That's complete to his tight end, Waller. And he's going to be taken down right at the 10-yard line. So not quite a first and goal. It's first and 10 from the 10. Looking again for Waller, and he's got him again. Touchdown, Raiders. Third touchdown pass now for Derek Carr. And the Raiders have taken a fourth-quarter lead. Extra point by Carson, up and good. And that will make this a 4-point game. Following the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Carlson. Waddle will return this from the end zone. The lane opens here. He's past the 30. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in the second half. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be third and less than a yard. Now a give to Edmonds. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the third down play. Tua. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Whew, that's certainly not the worst thing. It stops the clock and lets your offense catch its breath and lets us exhale a little bit. Now I expect them to call a couple plays in the huddle, so they're ready if a tackle happens in bounds.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and he's got this down to the 35. A Miami first down on the 14-yard pickup. They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Wilson snags it left side. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays. So here's a first and 10 now down inside the 20. Here's Tua. And he will find his man on the end route. Complete. And they're going to be set up now with a ball at the 13-yard line. On second down, this is Edmonds. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. 4 yards on the play and then leads to the first and goal. Now a timeout called for by the offense as they stop it here with just under 40 seconds to go in the game. Only way to get the lead here, of course, with a touchdown. And that's what they're gunning for on first and goal. Tua to throw. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there on second down.
Limited time left on the clock after that incompletion. So I think both sides are going to savor every second to prepare before the next snap. Because once the ball's in motion, it may be a non-stop push to finish this drive off. Everyone better be on the same page right now, because I think they're going to try and get several plays off in quick succession if they can.
Tagovailoa. And he's got it. He takes it across for the touchdown, and they've taken the lead late in the final minute of the fourth. Wow. Wow. Extra point up and good by Sanders. So it's now a 3-point game here in the closing stages as a field goal now can only tie it. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. Phillips now from the end zone. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. As this offense comes back out here, Charles, they're trailing in this ball game. And they've been on the sideline for a while. They did score their last time out, but they just had to watch that long, sustained drive, so we'll see if they can shake the rust off.
Yeah, and that's always a question that you have when you have to come off the bench after having sat there for a long time. Are you ready to go? Are you loosened up? But even more so, are you mentally alert and ready to put your best product out there?
Carr to throw. Complete to Cole. Oh, what a nice tackle there. That will hardly move the needle at all offensively. A very short gain.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Now Carr. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Nick Needham picks it off. And he will bring it back. It's a pick six.
You're in the presence of the realest essence. I've been serving lessons since the days of my adolescence. On the Cyrus block, young like we knew it all, not afraid to do it all. Matter of fact, to look back and do it all. I can remember the haters say the game will ruin y'all. What's that to me? Don't give a fuck about a hater. Let them like the in my paper.
They call me Big Dog, riding with the hillbillies. Cubone staying with the lick. Really became a boss many years back. When I'm gone, give me pull your tears back. We put the bang and bang and produce. You got no chance of hanging. They take the tails when you're flipping the quarter. We ain't slowing down, we crashing through the border.
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. We never turn it down, universal sound. When we hold the pound, take a look around. When we touch the town, knock the way, stomping in my big black J's. Corny, get stuck in the maze. We never suffer fools, had enough of you. False friends, loose ends, we wanna we got another world tour, touching every shore. From Cali to Singapore.
Every day I'm seeing more. In the temple as we rock up tempo instrumental. I saw my dream in a dream, then I woke up. Put the dream team together, now we
So let the rhythm hit him, just let the rhythm hit him. Cause when you feel it in your soul, lift the sound system, let's turn it up. Up, a little louder, turn it up. Up.